My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Canadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
Say hello to Grenada's hidden gem, Mandela Court, a Grenadian-owned luxury boutique hotel tucked away in Lansipine. Our fully equipped suites are now complemented by an international standard restaurant and conference room. So whether you're having a formal business event, quaint garden wedding, or just a relaxed dinner for two, you can count on Mandela Court for that luxurious experience. Call today to book your viewing or reservation. We look forward to welcoming you.
The South and South Central Districts of Seventh-day Adventist invite you, the residents of River Road and surrounding communities, to a grand health expo and open-air service on Sunday, March 13, 2022 at 1 p.m. at the River Road Community Center and Hard Court. Come! The services offered would be vision testing, blood sugar and cholesterol, BMI, blood pressure, COVID testing, dental screening, health presentations, breast and prostate examinations, healthy food sampling, and many, many more. Come and experience the gospel of good health and salvation.
COVID is here to stay, and it's not going away. It might seem strange, but the world has changed, and this is the year for good cheer. I could smell the ham, I could taste the sorrel, the festival coming. I can't wait to taste the black cake. Church, socializing with your friends, liming with the boys. We're full of festivals in Grenada, and this year, I want to visit my family and all the festivals without fail, just as how we used to do it. Let's get back to what we know and love. Every vaccination brings us closer together. Are ready for the festival and the world.
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
We are committed Catholics. Listen to us.
Youth like us must be given a hearing.
I am a farmer and I have a story to tell.
I'm a farmer and I too would like to share my story.
Even though we walk over there Sunday to Sunday, we too have a story to tell.
I am a Catholic sometimes and I have things to say. I need someone to listen. I have a lot to say on behalf of single parents.
The Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada has begun the synod process. Pope Francis has involved the Universal Church. Your voice is important. Come, share your story, your experience, and your expectations of church.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches, and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Friday, the 11th of March. You're watching the MTV Evening News, and coming up, Integrity Commission completes marketing a National Importing Board investigation. Cybersecurity advocate shares concerns about posting videos online with students perpetrating violence and other illicit behavior. Grenadians reminded marijuana use is still illegal. We'll have details to those and other stories, the latest sporting highlights for you, and also the public forecast information. It's right after the break. Do stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. In a recent press release, the Integrity Commission announced that they have completed their investigation into the management and operations of the MNIB for the period 2012 to 2018. According to the release, the inquiry began in August 2018 due to reports that Samuel Andrew was removed as head of the MNIB and allegedly exposed Ruel Edwards on, and I quote here, financial mess at MNIB, unquote. And the objectives of the inquiry included investigations to determine if there were conflicts of interest concerning roles and responsibilities of all past and present accounting officers, and management, and whether there were actions or activities which may be considered dishonest or conducive to corruption. The inquiry was stalled on 2 occasions by litigation brought by former CEO Edwards in the High Court and the Court of Appeal. However, the Commission prevailed on both occasions. The release further states that upon completion of the inquiry, that it shared its report with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, and the Commission will share further information following the completion of the stakeholder review process. In another development, one cybersecurity advocate is saying the posting of videos online of students perpetrating violence and other illicit behavior can have serious implications for them further down the road, including damaging their careers and reputations and robbing them of endless opportunities.
Commenting on the recent posting of videos by students, including adults, depicting fights, including brandishing of weapons and aggressive behavior to the police, ICT officer and cybersecurity advocate Jarvis Dabrio warns that this can have negative repercussions in the not-too-distant future. Speaking to MTV News on Friday, Dabrio said these actions can negatively impact their ability to secure educational opportunities and even jobs.
This is not something that will just go away. If you post it, you can't just remove it. So you put it up, whether it is to humiliate or to shame somebody else, whether it is to bully, whether it's for likes, for share, what have you, not recognizing that these things will affect you as a student. There are scholarships that may be in the pipeline that you will lose out. All it takes really is somebody either taking a screenshot of what you post or downloading whatever it is that you've uploaded.
He also has a warning for adults and parents as well.
So for example, the videos, and I've seen some of them, the videos being shared as part of students and other individuals' Instagram stories. And these things are easily downloaded. You can't take it back, all right? So it is going to affect you. I think in addition to that, as parents, as adults, responsible adults, we need to have students understand that, you know, when you post something of another child or of somebody else being bullied, it affects them, all right? Cyberbullying, it causes quite a few people world over to commit suicide, to take their life, to self-harm. This is a serious matter.
Because we live in the age of technology, banning the use of social media and confiscating devices may not be the most feasible option, Dabrio says. However, young people should be educated on responsible use of the various online platforms.
It is not something, you know, that we should just say, well, let's ban social media and let's not have the kids using TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat. No. But I believe we need to have meaningful conversation about the risk involved in what we've been seeing.
With regards to the police, he said it is safe to assume that they will be recorded whenever such instances arise. However, it will also act in their favor as it provides evidence for perpetrators of such illicit behaviors to be brought to justice. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Police are reminding the public that marijuana is still considered an illegal drug, regardless of the possibility that it may be decriminalized soon. 2 officers attached to the drug squad on Friday shared some of the reasons that marijuana should not be consumed, particularly by young children.
Although the government has made promises about the possible decriminalization of marijuana, the police are reminding the public that it is still illegal and people can and will be fined or imprisoned if it is found in their possession. Detective Gabriel Andrew further explains.
You go at someone's home or you see someone on the street with marijuana or any controlled drugs, as a matter of fact, and it is portioned out, the more than likely option that they are using it for is to distribute or to supply to another. It's against the law. Right. Whatever quantity, whether large or small, consuming, possession, intent to supply, intent to export, intent to import, it is illegal, and correct. That is where. But the penalty for that, on summary, is $250,000 in default, or 5 years imprisonment, just for smoking it.
Andrew said the use of marijuana among young children is very concerning.
Now, under the Drug Act, a child is under the age of 14. That's under the Drug Act. And according to Section 21 of the Drug Abuse and Prevention and Control Act, subject to any regulations under this Section 12, it shall be unlawful for any person to have a controlled drug in his or her possession within a radius of 100 yards of any school premises. Now, we just want the public to know that school premises does not only mean the actual school. It means any playing field occupied or used for the purpose of the school.
Corporal Shonel Cummins, attached to the drug squad, went on to share some of the signs parents can look for if they suspect their child is using marijuana.
Parents need to take pay particular attention to the kids. For instance, one of the effects is an increase in appetite. So you see your child come home and eating everything in the house. You need to look at that because that's one of the side effects of it. Also, you might have a drop in that child performance. So you might have an A+ child, and then at some point in time, that child performance might be dropping. So you need to pay attention to that. You might have mood changes.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hoston.
The troubling issue of predial larceny is being given some much-needed attention by the Royal Grenada Police Force, According to Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin, they're working on building a task force in that area to work even more closely with farmers. We have more details on this in this report.
Farmers may be getting some ease soon as it relates to the issue of predial larceny. According to Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin, the police will be putting more resources to help farmers with this troubling issue. Martin announced that a superintendent has been appointed to be directly in charge of the predial larceny department.
We have appointed for the very first time a superintendent to be directly in charge of this responsibility to lead the RGPF efforts in the fight against predial larceny.
In recent times, there have been numerous complaints about the predial larceny task force and its lack of resources. This, Commissioner Martin says, is currently being worked on.
To date, we have had a few meetings with the ministry with a view to looking to have the predial larceny task force adequately resourced, reorganized, and equipped with vehicles, equipment, and personnel to enhance their capacity, to improve their ability to more effectively support farmers in the fight against predial larceny.
He added that the Farm Watch program is also on the agenda, as they plan to work closely with the farmers.
We are also in the process of reforming and re-energizing our Farm Watch schemes as we seek to strengthen partnership with farmers in this fight. As recent as Tuesday, I attended a Farm Watch meeting in Guelph in an effort to pursue this very said objective. Despite predial larceny reports being contracted by 20% in 2021 as compared to 2020, this gives us no feeling of comfort, as both predial larceny and stock trespass crimes against our farmers remains unacceptably high.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
That's the first segment of news here on MTV. We'll be right back with you after the break. Stay with us.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
More with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today. and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
6 p.m. Sunday, March 13th is Bingo Night. Get set for another massive Waggity Virtual Bingo.
And this time you can win
US $10,000. Tickets are only $10 US. In Grenada, tickets are available from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're playing from overseas, tickets are only available at GoToFed.com. Sunday, March 13th. Come join the fun and excitement online.
Play Waggity Virtual Bingo.
The new way to play.
Bingo!
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. During Thursday's police press briefing, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin addressed the issue of approaching mental health cases, indicating that a more holistic approach is needed, which will include involvement by other stakeholders. He referred to the recent unfortunate killing by police of a mentally challenged man in St. Patrick, who at the time was acting violently towards civilians and police alike. He asserted the need for police officers to receive training on how to respond to mental health cases.
We have a bigger issue here, and the bigger issue is that we ideally need to have officers trained to the level to understand how to treat with the issue of mental cases. There was a point in time when we had officers trained and placed in every division in this regard. I think we need to revisit that. As a matter of fact, from our last incident in St. Patrick, we have revisited this and looking to receive training from the Ministry of Health to help our officers better understand and have in every station a repository of knowledge in understanding how to treat and respond to persons with mental problems.
However, he believes that responding to such cases will require support from other stakeholders who are also trained in dealing with mental health cases and can assist in de-escalating a situation that can lead to the use of extreme force as a last resort.
In addition, I believe we also need to have a sort of joint response with medical and police to treat with mental situations. But we do understand the fact that where you might have a mental person and the behavior of which is putting the life of regular members of the public at risk, the police really and truly, we are first responders. And sometimes we tend to have to be there before we can get the support of another entity. And this actually reinforces the point why the police need to have the theoretical and conceptual skills that are required to properly strategize and respond to those situations, as well as we must have the appropriate tools and equipment so that when we arrive, our last resort level of force does not become our first response.
Quite recently, one mentally challenged man entered the school compound of the St. Dominic Roman Catholic School in Laurel and St. David and threatened teachers and students. However, he was apprehended by police and admitted to the Mount Gay Psychiatric Hospital. Students from one secondary school in the south of the island participated in a session on the application and use of artificial insemination as a viable option for the breeding of animals and overall livestock development.
Artificial insemination, the manual introduction of sperm into a female's cervix for the purpose of impregnation, was the topic of delivery for an educational session at the Westmoreland Secondary School on Tuesday. Animal Health Officer in the Veterinary and Livestock Department of the Ministry of Agriculture, Yolan Lord Tellisford, engaged with and demonstrated to the Form 2 Agricultural Science class why and how artificial insemination is done. The session was organized by the school to give students a look at how the process is done.
This demonstration here today, I trust that it will encourage the young students to become interested in agriculture, especially in the livestock entity of it, and they will attempt to become inseminators or be a part of the whole process of animal reproduction, whether it's through artificial insemination or through just the regular rearing of animals. But it will serve as a catalyst in terms of encouraging them to choose a career, per se, especially in the field of agriculture, because a healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
She hopes that the session was enough to encourage the students to seek out a career path in veterinary and livestock. Agriculture science teacher at the Westmoreland Secondary School, Miss Finley, says the activity fitted well with the current reproduction in livestock session that is currently being taught.
Currently we are doing reproduction in livestock, and I thought that as artificial insemination, it's a new method that farmers are using to produce their livestock and breed and preserve breeds and so on. And we've been talking about that, things like crossbreeding and so forth, and reproductive life and stages, and I thought it was a good idea. They just researched, they did some research on their own, and I thought it was a good idea for them to come and now see what they research in action.
Several students also shared what they gleaned from the session.
So first of all, we started off with the preservation of the semen or sperm in the nitrogen tank, and we learned how they store it and what is the optimal temperature it should be kept in, and what tools and stuff they're kept in as well.
After you take the straw from the nitrogen can, you put it inside and then you close it, and you have to wait until it reached a certain temperature. Then you could take it out carefully and insert it into the gun.
For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has been commended by his CARICOM colleagues for leading the effort toward the reduction of roaming rates in the region. At the recently held 33rd Intersessional Meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government, held at San Pedro, Belize, the Prime Minister updated regional leaders on the declaration of St. George's toward the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges, which he signed on the 23rd of February. Dr. Mitchell, joined by the Secretary General of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, Rodney Taylor, explained that while total elimination of roaming charges is yet to be achieved, that the agreement with telecommunications providers Digicel and Cable and Wireless Communications will bring significant savings of between 70 and 98% to the customers, and that's as they travel between the islands. CARICOM heads recognize the declaration as, and I quote here, an interim but significant milestone concerning the single ICT space roadmap, unquote. But in addition, the negotiations have provided a platform for further collaboration between the private and public sectors at the regional and international levels. As such, regional leaders have agreed to work toward the establishment of a single regulatory space for telecommunications in CARICOM. The CTU will spearhead that effort with the expectation to achieve this goal within 12 months. As credit union membership grows, the Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, is confident that they're equipped with resources to monitor credit unions and other financial institutions in the country. Overall, the Caribbean credit unions saw a membership increase of 7%. Dennis Felix, Chief Executive Director of GAFIN, the organization tasked with regulating and monitoring these financial entities, said the growth in the local sector is reflected in increased assets, loans, and deposits, which he attributes in part to increased confidence in the institutions. He says GAFIN has developed effective strategies to protect financial institutions and their members.
So as the institutions grow and develop and become more complicated in their approaches and the services that they make available to the public or the members that they serve, those create a challenge to us. And if we want to remain relevant, we want to remain effective, we have to respond accordingly. So over the years, we have ensured that we built capacity to allow us to respond effectively to the changes, to the challenges, to the growth and development in the sector. And we think we can do so without creating excess burden to the institution, because we do want them to grow and develop. But we must ensure that we be able to respond adequately to whatever the issues that are emerging. So we have been fortunate. I think we are well resourced. Right? We are well resourced. We get very good support from the Ministry of Finance and the government as a whole.
And while there's been growth in the sector, Felix did reveal that some credit unions and insurance companies folded as a result of several deficiencies.
We had in the past, we had outdated legislation. We had a very old Credit Union Cooperative Societies Act. We had a very old Insurance Act, and so on. And at the same time, we had a fragmented system of regulation before 2007. So we had a supervisor of insurance. We had a registrar of cooperatives responsible for credit unions. There were also some other entities that was not supervised at all. So if we look at those deficiencies in the past, the establishment of GAFIN was meant to address those deficiencies, and we've gotten a lot of technical assistance from international agencies like CARTAC, for example, to help us do that, ensuring that we have well-trained staff, ensuring that we have a rigorous system of providing ongoing monitoring and oversight, and resolving the right as well to institute appropriate measures when we think they're necessary.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be right back after the break.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
No frills, just great prices, only at Quartz. We don't just talk about it, we've got it! Save $1,200 off the 65-inch TCL UHD Android TV, now $3,499. Your choice of a 2-piece bedroom bundle, base and mattress, starting from $1,399. Save $400 off the Samsung 11-kilogram front-load washer, now just $3,499. Shop with Ready Finance and take advantage of our new payment protection plan and get 1 month free. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6.
Even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more. Win more.
Have more fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one. With the new and improved Super 6 game.
The jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
6 p.m. Sunday, March 13th is Bingo Night. Get set for another massive Wednesday virtual bingo.
And this time you can win
US $10,000. Tickets are only $10. In Grenada, tickets are available from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're playing from overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. Sunday, March 13th. Come join the fun and excitement online.
Play Wagity Virtual Bingo.
The new way to play. Bingo!
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Cara Brewery.
Now, for this week's edition of Total Local, we feature Official Angelo with his tribute music video to the Royal Grenada Police Force called We Stand.
My name is Official Angelo, and I'm a hip-hop and R&B artist from the island of Grenada. And I am presently attached to the ICT department in the Royal Grenada Police Force. I had a wonderful opportunity of singing along other colleagues of mine from other departments, as well as working with other colleagues from several various departments within the organization. And it turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I believe that the nation received it well and is continuing to receive it well, as well as the families of those lost heroes that passed. And it was always, always, always sad to me thinking about the situation. That's why I decided to write this song and put it forward to the heads of the organization to really show that we stand together. We're a unified organization, and we really do remember our loved ones as they have passed.
Working onwards to the better days. So we stand.
What inspired me to write this song? The song was written, or the process of writing it began in November last year. I was currently hospitalized due to being in a severe motorcycle accident. And at that time I was overwhelmed with emotions and so on. And it had me thinking about myself as well as everyone else who has lost someone during the COVID times and everything else. And those emotions just guided me, and I began to write while I was on that hospital bed, unable to speak or anything like that because my mouth was severely damaged. And I began to write this song, and the more I wrote, the more it was tailored to the RGPF, and the more I believed it should be a song and tribute for us and for them and for the fallen heroes.
You run away, we head towards the danger and don't turn back.
I had the pleasure of working with some of the best videographers and photographers on island, namely Travis Ranger and an excellent video editor and director, Jonathan Liddell, as well. And through working with them, we were able to put out one of the best videos personally I've done so far. And we all work professionally along with different members from different departments within the organization. So we had representatives of the fire department, immigration department, we had sergeants, corporals, wardens, inspectors, you name it. And it all came together really lovely.
We there when you need, we stand.
I just want to say that as I'm continuing to push through on my musical journey, I hope that you take the time to see, enjoy, and give me the push that I need to continue striving for greatness. I appreciate all the love I've been getting, and I'll continue to do great music for the nation. Thank you.
We stand.
MTV News Friday will have news from across the region right after the break. Stay with us.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Cara Brewery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Welcome back. It's time now for this evening's Regional Roundup.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. Over in Jamaica, a 16-year-old high school student was among 4 males killed by the police during an early morning conference and alleged early morning confrontation in Windsor Heights Central Village, St. Catherine. More in this TVJ report.
Wherever you are, you'll be coming at you. We need to make the communities safe for people.
Head of the Area 5 Police, Assistant Commissioner Gary Griffiths, sending a warning to criminals wreaking havoc in Windsor Heights and surrounding communities near Central Village and St. Catherine. It comes hours after 4 gunmen were killed by the police in the wee hours of Wednesday morning.
I'm currently making my way to the location where 4 gunmen were shot and killed by the security forces during an early morning operation. Now, just behind me is that house where the gunmen were. The police tell us they were on their operation when the gunmen fired on them.
The entire space here is out there where men frequently engage each other and engage the security forces. Unfortunately, during this morning engagement, 4 were shot fatally. I'm imploring persons from the community to desist from harboring criminals.
The deceased men have been identified as 16-year-old DeAndre Channa, 21-year-old Ramaria Brewster, 24-year-old Patrick Brown, and 22-year-old Nigel Adams. Brown is from the Zambia community in Central Village, while Channa and Brewster are said to be from East Kingston and are members of the Burger Gully gang operating in that police division. Adams was wanted for murder in the Kingston Central area. The police say 3 guns were recovered. When our news team visited the area, Indicom investigators were combing the scene.
We can confirm that there are some recovered weapons. That's about as much as we are willing to say at this time. We do invite, of course, the public and anybody with information to just reach out to us and to contact Indicom at one of our numbers and supply that information for us.
Charges including corruption, whilst 200 complaints were received against police officers in 2021. This shocking statistic was shared by the Commissioner of Police, Nigel Hoppy, during the annual Police Officers Conference on Thursday. More in this HGP TV report.
We have 45 ranks before the court on various charges inclusive of manslaughter, demanding with menace, assault causing actual bodily harm, murder, simple larceny, causing death by dangerous driving, and attempting to pervert the course of justice.
Commissioner of Police Nigel Hoppy on Thursday during the annual Police Officers Conference at the Arthur Chang Conference Center. While the issue was alluded to on Thursday, it is not a new phenomenon locally. As recent as last week, a police corporal was charged for death by dangerous driving after a high-speed chase resulted in a horrific accident at the Mahaika Bridge, which claimed the lives of Christopher Bagwandat, 21, and his 16-year-old girlfriend, Sharita Prasad. More so, in January this year, another police officer was charged from the Criminal Investigation Department with attempting to pervert the course of justice after it was discovered that he tried to forgo criminal charges against Patrice Petrie. With these incidents being on the front burner, Hoppy shared the sentiment that the professional appearance of the Guyana Police Force is being threatened by these delinquent practices. More so, an increased number of complaints was filed against police by civilians last year.
During last year, the department received 202 complaints against members of the force compared to 193 in 2020.
At present, a number of police officers are being investigated, including a rank attached to the Bartica Police Station who was accused of abusing a civilian, as well as another officer attached to Ivleary Police Headquarters. Hoppy said that the police force, through the assistance from the government, will continue to invest in the training of its ranks as part of its efforts to improve the image and work of the force. While that is being done, he urged police ranks to understand the need for them to be more professional and do their jobs in an efficient and competent manner.
Let me take this opportunity to urge members of the force to always be professional in their behavior and conduct, showing courtesy towards members of the public and to avoid corrupt practices.
Interestingly, over the past month, executive members of the People's National Congress Reform have been calling on the Commissioner of the Police to retrain and investigate a series of alleged misconduct by police ranks. To this end, a motion was filed to the National Assembly on Monday, calling on the Commissioner to retrain police ranks to respect the human and legal rights of every citizen. The police commissioner was questioned by Nightly News during a sideline interview about his thoughts on the party's allegations and the motion that was tabled in Parliament. He responded.
We have an ongoing training where human rights are concerned. It's a part of our training curriculum. And so the ranks in the Guyana Police Force are always trained and currently being trained in that regard.
For the HGP Nightly News, Kendall Richmond.
Further afield, Russian President Vladimir Putin has called for foreign volunteers to be able to fight against Ukrainian forces. Speaking at a Russian Security Council meeting, he said those who wanted to volunteer to fight with Russia-backed forces should be allowed to do so. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said there were 16,000 volunteers in the Middle East ready to fight alongside Russia-backed forces. US officials say these could include Syrians skilled in urban combat. Moscow is a long-standing ally of Syria, and Mr. Putin has been a key backer of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in the country's civil war. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be right back after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
I've been a member of the Ariza Credit Union since 2016, and honestly I joined to come out of poverty. What I love most about Ariza Credit Union is their support in helping us as members to save. I was in the credit union like a little under a month. The sewing machine that I had went bad and I was in desperate need of, purchasing another. I simply went to speak to my loan officer. I wanted to know details of how to go forward. How do I become qualified to get a loan? And the next thing I knew, she said, how much money do you need? And at that time I needed $7.99. And she said, I'll loan you the money. And from there I purchased the sewing machine, and this is the result. As a young person, we all have those little achievements in the back of our mind that seem so far-reaching. What Ariza encourages us to do is to save. I'm really happy, honestly.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are next.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash cash for every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
No frills, just great prices, only in Quartz. We don't just talk about it, we've got it. Shop with confidence and save big. Up to 50% off appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Plus, pay with Ready Finance and get 1 month free. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
We are committed Catholics. Listen to us.
Youth like us must be given a hearing.
I am a farmer and I have a story to tell.
I'm a farmer and I too would like to share my story.
Even though we walk over there Sunday to Sunday, we too have a story to tell.
I am a Catholic sometimes and I have things to say. I need someone to listen. I have a lot to say on behalf of single parents.
The Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada has begun the synod process. Pope Francis has involved the Universal Church. Your voice is important. Come, share your story, your experience, and your expectations of church.
Say hello to Grenada's hidden gem, Mandela Court, a Grenadian-owned luxury boutique hotel tucked away in Lansipine. Our fully equipped suites are now complemented by an international standard restaurant and conference room. So whether you're having a formal business event, quaint garden wedding, or just a relaxed dinner for two, you can count on Mandela Court for that luxurious experience. Call today to book your viewing or reservation. We look forward to welcoming you.
The South and South Central Districts of Seventh-day Adventist invite you, the residents of River Road and surrounding communities, to a grand health expo and open-air service on Sunday, March 13, 2022 at 1 p.m. at the River Road Community Center and Hard Court. Come! The services offered would be vision testing, blood sugar and cholesterol, BMI, blood pressure, COVID testing, dental screening, health presentations, breast and prostate examinations, healthy food sampling, and many, many more. Come and experience the gospel of good health and salvation.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion on the field of sports, at your workplace. Just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Trinidad women players receive CONCACAF C license. That and more coming up in sport. Good evening to you, sporting fans. We now have Donella Holston with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Cricket West Indies has announced the formation of a new Emerging Players Academy aimed at supporting the development of world-class players from the Caribbean. The academy will run annually and will utilize the facilities at the Coolidge Cricket Ground, the new home of West Indies cricket, where the best young male and female cricketers will come to Antigua throughout the year for several high-performance training and development camps. For some time, the CWI has been looking at ways of bridging that critical gap between our junior and professional levels, and this academy initiative provides us with a great start towards achieving this, said CWI Director of Cricket Jimmy Adams. Vice Captain Anissa Mohammed has hailed Deandra Doughton's spectacular catch in Wednesday's shock win over reigning world champions England and believes it set the standard for an enterprising fielding display from West Indies women. The Caribbean side pulled off their second straight win of the ICC Women's World Cup when they upset England by 7 runs in another dramatic finish, this time at University Oval. With England starting well in pursuit of a modest 226, Doughton pulled off a stunning one-handed catch to remove Lauren Winfield Hill in the 9th over, leaping high and full stretch to her left at point and ended a dangerous 31-run opening stand. Nkrumah Bonner's considerable reserves of patience and determination paid off with an invaluable second test century as the West Indies closed the third day of the first test against England at 373 for 9 at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on Thursday. Bonner's innings of 123 spanned more than 9 hours, and while it will hardly ever be remembered for any attacking style or quality of stroke play, his efforts earned the home side a first innings lead of 62 runs with 1 wicket in hand going into day 4. Over in Trinidad, CONCACAF C license certificates were handed out to many former and present women players who are making the transition from player to coach. The course was conducted by the new technical director of TNT Football, Anton Cornell, who admitted that he also played a part in designing the course. On Thursday, Cornell said he was proud to have been the one to conduct the course, as it was a comprehensive one, which will be a good building block for young persons. He said he is bringing together the same syllabus with other material used with the TNT Football Association over the past 10 years. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Houston.
Thank you, Donella, for the latest in sport. And viewers, we'll have the public forecast information coming up and then a recap of the headlines after the break.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
It's the start of the weekend, and with the Friday night and the weekends with the forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Good evening to you viewers. The expected clearing did occur over the southern Caribbean, but Trinidad continued to experience some showers, mostly from moisture coming in from over South America. The northern islands, it was their turn to get some of those showers over the northern Windward and the Leeward Islands. The slight haze in the area is going to weaken, but by Tuesday we should be seeing it returning again. Most of that haze continues to remain more to the south and moving into South America. A bit of clearing in our area at the moment, dry air moving in. There is a possibility of some slight increase in cloudiness into tomorrow afternoon and possibly on Sunday. The area of cloudiness continues to bring showers over the Leeward Islands, as I said earlier. The forecast for Friday night is for mostly fair conditions, but there is that 30% chance of the odd very light shower. The winds would come in from the east-northeast between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Minimum temperature of around 23. The moon rose after midday at 12:46. Is going to set at 1 minute past 2 in the early morning. Mostly fair conditions on Saturday, a possibility of some afternoon clouds developing. Winds will be northeasterly between 12 to 24 miles per hour, and there is just about a 40% chance of the brief sprinkle when those clouds, if those clouds develop. Seas remain choppy, 6 to 9 foot waves. Exercise extreme caution if you have to venture far from port. Sunrise 6:16, sunset 6:17. Temperature will climb again. 33 will feel like 37. On Sunday, generally fair conditions would prevail again, but there could be a slight increase in cloudiness over Saturday. Winds will come in strongly from the northeast again between 12 and 4 miles per hour with occasional higher gusts. The seas remain choppier, but a 30 to 40% chance of the odd shower, mostly in the morning and in the nighttime. Choppy seas, 6 to 9 foot waves will continue, so continue to exercise caution if you have to venture out to sea. Sunrise this time will be at 6:15 and sunset 6:17. A little bit hotter again on Sunday. 34 will feel like 38. At the start of the next work week, fair conditions would be dominating, but there is a chance of an increase in cloudiness on Tuesday and Wednesday, becoming generally fair again from Thursday towards the weekend. That's it for me for Friday night and for this weekend, folks. Have yourself a great night, a safe and an enjoyable weekend, and join me again on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now, as we end the news, a recap of the headlines. The Integrity Commission completes marketing and National Importing Board investigation. A cybersecurity advocate has shared concerns about posting videos online with students perpetrating violence and other illicit behavior. Grenadians reminded that marijuana use is still illegal. We've had details to those and other stories, sporting highlights, and the public forecast information. Right now, Tony Julian, right here with the production and news departments at MTV. We all wish you a wonderful weekend.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch ticket for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 evening draw. It is Friday, March 11th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw, Miss Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. A quick reminder, as usual, there are 4 different bet types in this game from which you can choose. They're called in line, mix, pair, and backup. It pays to play Daily Pick 3, so let's see if you are a lucky winner. Good luck to you. Okay, our first number for tonight, 7, the second number, 2, the final number, 0. All right, just to recap, for your benefit, our first number is 7, the next number 2, the final is 0, 7, 2, and 0. Congratulations if you are tonight's lucky winner. The Playway draw comes up next. We'll see you soon.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello once again, this is the National Lotteries Authority's Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, March 11th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. With me once again, Miss Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. In this particular game, you can bet from $1 up to $10, or you can bet in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice, and being with a chance to win 24 times the amount you bet. $24 for every $1 that you spend. Value your dreams and win your way with Playway. Let's see if you are tonight's lucky winner. Good luck to you. Check your tickets. Playway number for tonight. That number is 9. Once again, our Playway number for tonight is 9. The number 9 represents cat. So congratulations if you are tonight's lucky winner. Stay with us. The Daily Cash 4 is up next. We'll see you soon.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Okay, so we're back with you. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Cash 4 evening draw for today, Friday, March 11th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson, and back with me once again is Miss Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. In this game, you can choose any number from 0 to 9 in any of the 11 bet types offered. The tickets cost as little as $1, except backup, which costs $2. More plays, bigger prizes. So let's play Daily Cash 4. Good luck to you. Okay, check your tickets. Our first number for today. 8, the second number. 6, the next number. 1, the final number. 7. Just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 8, that's followed by 6. The next number is 1, the final 7. 8, 6, 1, and 7. So, of course, congratulations if you are tonight's lucky winner. Stay with us. The lotto draw comes up shortly. We're playing for $110,000. We'll see you real soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Good evening, everyone. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3335 for today, Friday, March 11th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw is Miss Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So we're playing for $110,000 tonight. But of course, before we select the 5 winning numbers, we'll select your free ticket letter. Okay, so free ticket letter for tonight is M as in money. Check to see if it matches that on your ticket. If it does, of course, you can claim your free ticket at your outlet of purchase. So we'll now select a nice 5 winning numbers for $110,000. Good luck to you. Check your tickets. Our first number for tonight. That number is 2. The second number. 26. Tonight's third number. 17. Tonight's fourth number. 11. And the fifth and final number. That number is 21. All right, so let's just recap for your benefit, starting with the free ticket letter. That is M as in money. And the 5 winning numbers for $110,000 are 2, 0, 2, 26, 2, 6, 17, 1, 7, 11, 1, 1, and 21, 2, 1. So, of course, congratulations to you if you are tonight's lucky winner. Continue supporting the National Lotteries Authority. Have a great night.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
She was my life, caring for me, loving me from a baby. COVID came and she never left the house. She felt safe there. Just turned 80. She kept saying, "Son, go take the vaccine so you could come and see me. I miss you." And never did. Because I'm young and I'm strong, and people on Facebook say the vaccine don't really protect you. I went to see her because I thought I was fine. I had no symptoms. She was so happy to see me. I had COVID and I did not even know. Being vaccinated would have helped. I just know it. I just know it. I'm so sorry, Granny. I'm so sorry.
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Christopher Regis Gludd of London, England, passed away on Friday, March 4th, 2022, at the age of 57. He was the husband of Helen in Holland, brother of Madeleine Wilson and her husband Mark in England, aunts Daphne Vincent Wallenbram in the USA, Lucy Vida Sylvester and husband Cyprian Sylvester, and their son Ryan Sylvester of Felix Park Cottage. Many other family members, too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late Christopher Regis Gludd of London, England, will take place on Saturday, March 12th in Holland. Remains will be laid to rest in Grenada at a later date. Arrangements entrusted to LaCour Brothers Funeral Homes. Nelsia Margaret Vincent, also known as Makeup, Mussy, Nello and Auntie Nell, of Richmond, Grand Bras and Felix Park Cottage, Crochet St. Andrew, passed away on Monday, 14th February 2022, at the age of 87. She was the sister of Catherine Superville of River Road, Florence Lewis Vincent in England, Daphne Vincent Wallenbram in the USA, and Vida Lucy Vincent Sylvester of Felix Park Cottage, Crochet St. Andrew. Sister-in-law of Cyprian Sylvester, aunt of Leslyn Sylvester, Ryan Sylvester, Liam Benjamin, Aaron Wallenbram, Kenroy Vincent, Mark Wilson, Kester, Neil, Christopher Regis, Gillian Lewis, Joycelyn Williamson, Madeleine Wilson, Kelly, Michelle, Charmaine, Charlotte, Edine, Madison, and Denisha Benjamin. Other relatives and friends including Uncle James Lewis, Alwyn George, Henry, Glenn, Merle, O'Neill Findlay, Jocelyn, Lorna, Rhoda George and the George family, Sybil and Twine, Nautica Noel, John Dumont and the Dumont family, the Blackett, Worm and Vincent families, the Alexander family in Trinidad, Barbados and Grenada, Daphne Fortune, Glenda Samuel, Steve and Jellen McQueen, Lucy and Wellington King, Hermie Caliste and family, Donna Edwards, the Singh family of Latente, Dominic Sylvester, and friends and neighbours of Richmond, Grand Bras and Crowshoe St. Andrew. The funeral of the late Nelsia Margaret Vincent, also known as Makeup, Mussy, Nello and Auntie Nell, of Richmond, Grand Bras and Felix Park Cottage, Crowshoe St. Andrew, will take place on Tuesday, March 15th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Crowshoe RC Church and interment will be at the Churchyard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe, who resided at Spice Residential Care Facility St. George, a furniture maker, passed away on Sunday, January 30th, 2022, at the age of 69. He was the husband of Erica Thomas Alexander in Canada, father of Tanasha Gray, father-in-law of Jason Gray, stepfather of Jennifer Cirali in Canada and Deniston Paulo Julian, grandfather of Andre, Carter and Sydney, brother of Phyllis Michaels in the UK and Catherine Jerome in the USA, uncle of Jenny Wilkinson Batiste, Hilary MacDonald, Grace Charles, Richard Thomas, Alice Thomas Roberts, Hannah Thomas, Philip Thomas, Portia Paul, Merle Briggs, Bernard Charles, Andrew Charles, Ricky, Jackie and Nikki Thomas, and Dexter Jerome and family. Many other relatives and friends, including the Jerome family, and friends and neighbours of Tempe, the Bocas and Laborie. The funeral of the late Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe, who resided at Spice Residential Care Facility St. George, will take place on Wednesday, March 16th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anthony Rawle Bubb of Latente St. David, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, former member of the Royal Grenada Police Force attached to the Criminal Investigation Department CID, passed away on Sunday 6th March 2022 in the USA at the age of 64. He was the husband of Sheila Celestine, father of Prudence, Kellon, Kelvin and Kindra, grandfather of one, brother of Cynthia Karen Forrester, Cosmos also known as Ken, Stanford, and Philip Williamson, brother-in-law of Sidney and Sharon Williamson, nephew of Phyllis Bubb, Barbara Charles Langevin, Denise Gregory Wharton, Veronica Filbert, and Eugenia Francis Alexander, uncle of many cousins including Judy John Santangelo, Cheryl Shuttle, Imogen Filbert, and Lawrence Bubb. Other relatives and close friends including Gregory Bascom, Thelma McQueen, Mavis Guillaume and family, the Bubb, Hippolyte, Whiteman, Williams and Cornwall families, and a host of loving friends and acquaintances. The funeral of the late Anthony Rawle Bubb of Latente St. David, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will take place on Wednesday, 16th March in the USA. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Denise John, also known as A.E., of Frequenty St. George, passed away on Saturday, 26th February 2022 at the age of 60. She was the mother of Terence, Antoinette, Christine, Vanessa, and Rakisha John, grandmother of Abella, Kimlin, Nikisha and Asher John, Vashon Philip, Hayden and Gianna Frank, sister of Dennis and Glenroy John, Perlita John, Marva, Lucinda John Cador, Yvonne John, Lenny Charles, and Jerome Stanislaus. Many nieces and nephews including Patricia, Marcus, Daniela, Daniel, Nathan and Junior John, Navona and Nevon Monroe, Felicia and Angel Cador, mother-in-law of Kelvin Francis and Akim James. Many other relatives and friends including the Bell and Griffith families of Woburn and Woodlands, the Cato family of Marion, members of Faith Deliverance Tabernacle, and friends and neighbors of Caliste and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Denise John, also known as AE of Frequenty St. George, will take place on Thursday, March 17th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Pentecostal rites, and interment will be at the Wilberforce Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Junior Peter Matthew of Windsor Forest, St. David, who resided at Caliste, St. George, pastor of the Eternal Love Ministry, transitioned to glory on Thursday, 24th February 2022, at the age of 52. He was the husband of Kathy Ann Matthew, father of Aria Matthew, brother of Helena McKay and Teresa Joseph residing in the USA, Lynette Matthew and Leona Hazard residing in Canada, Wilma St. Bernard, Sonia Matthew, Cheryl Victor, Everest Matthew, Alice Noel, Norman and Marilyn Hall, all in Grenada. Brother-in-law of Volley Joseph, Trevor St. Bernard, Godfrey Victor, Veronica Matthew and Cheryl Hall. Nephew of Mina Sayers, Veronica Francis, Carmen Charles, Josephine Andrews and Urban Sayers. Many nieces and nephews too numerous to mention. Other relatives and friends including Trevor and Kenneth Sayers, Thomas Leslie, Alston Pope and family of Caliste, the Sayers family of Windsor Forest, the Andrews family of Post Royal, the Williams family of Rucane, Merle Mahone and family, the John family of Apritute, Martina Alexis and family of Montu, and friends and neighbors of Caliste, Windsor Forest and Apritute, church family, the pastor and members of Eternal Love Ministry Grenada and abroad, and pastors of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies. The funeral service for the late Junior Peter Matthew of Windsor Forest St. David, who resided at Caliste St. George, will take place on Thursday, 17th March at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at God Lighthouse, Vincent's Pentecostal Church, St. David, and interment will be at the Windsor Forest Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Charmaine Link, née Frank of Bogles, Carriacou, who resided at The Glen, Montgay and Lamode St. George, passed away on Saturday, 26th February at the age of 41. Left to mourn her husband, Michael Link, children, Maisha and Sherman Link, parents, Cecilia Frank and Harvey Bennett, sisters, Irva and Marilyn, brothers, Anselm, Ronald, Herbert, Kevin and Nigel in Carriacou, Peter in Grenada, Mervyn in Tortola, Brian and Travis in the USA, aunts and uncles, Christina, Daniel and Raleigh in Grenada, Michael and Hendrickson in Carriacou, Betty, Stephanie and Roy in the USA, in-laws Cynthia, Brenda, Matthew, Joey and Peter in Grenada, Karina in Carriacou, Dennis in the USA and Abigail in Tortola. Many nieces and nephews and cousins in Carriacou, Grenada, the USA, England and Canada. Other relatives and friends including the Frank, Romain and Stafford families of Carriacou, Link, Tobin, Horsford, Alexander, Joseph and Bido families in Grenada. Friends at the Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses in Carriacou, Grenada and Barbados. Principal, teachers, students and staff of the Vendome Roman Catholic School, friends and neighbors of Bogles, Carriacou, The Glen, Montgay and Lamode St. George. The funeral service of the late Charmaine Link, née Frank of Bogles, Carriacou, who resided at The Glen, Montgay and Lamode St. George, will take place on Thursday, 17th March at 1 p.m. The funeral service will be held at the Grenada Trade Center according to Jehovah's Witness rites, and interment at the St. George's Cemetery. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Veronica Joyce Corona Andrew, née Daniel, also known as Teacher Caro, Auntie Caro and Mrs. Black Swan, of Tuileries and De Blando St. Andrew, who resided in Florida, USA, former employee of the Ministry of Health, former teacher of the Holy Cross RC School and Paraclete Government School, passed away on Friday, 11th February 2022, at the age of 95. She was the mother of Nurse Gemma Andrew Church, Nurse Emma Andrew Venture, Teacher Leslie Andrew, also known as DJ Zion, Teacher Stanley Andrew, Army veteran Sherry Andrew, and Martin Andrew, also known as Gunny, sister of Nurse Oma Ines in New Jersey, USA, grandmother of Cassie, Sean, Curly, Crystal, Paul, Carla, Calvin, AJ, Leslie Ann, Peter, Nicole, Tavian, Samantha, Sophie, Nathan, Andrea, Devon, and Deanna, great-grandmother of 15, sister-in-law of Sheila, Meralda, Diana, DeGale, Georgie, and Earl, mother-in-law of Crafton Church, Thomas Ventu, and Alison Andrew. Many nieces and nephews, including Teacher Vardy, Tonya and Vira McQueen, and Dr. Vaughn McQueen, Ken, Filbert and Phyllis Edwards, Christine and Val Daniel, Lydia Greenwich, Dr. Gloria Edwards-Joseph, Dr. Jesse Henry, Dr. Suzanne Ines, Clometha Henwood, Michael Maguire, and Louise and Teresa Daniel. Many other relatives and friends in Grenada, England, Canada, Trinidad, and the USA, including the Andrew, Henry, Mason, Edwards, Henwood, Maguire, and Daniel families, Olive Rouget, Princess, Annie and Andrine, and Margaret Leslie, Gracelyn, Anne Alexander, past students and teachers of the Holy Cross RC School, the Munich and Paraclete government schools. The funeral of the late Veronica Joyce Corona Andrew, also known as Teacher Caro, Auntie Caro, and Mrs. Black Swan, of Tuileries and De Blando St. Andrew, who resided in Florida, USA, will take place on Friday, March 18th at the Holy Cross RC Church, Brooklyn, New York, and interment will be at the Rosedale Memorial Cemetery, Linden, New Jersey, USA. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Monica Cynthia Knight Martin, affectionately known as Monix, of Montmort St. George, passed away on Sunday, 6th March 2022, at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements for the late Monica Cynthia Knight Martin, affectionately known as Monix of Montmort St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Eric Thomas of Paraclete St. Andrew passed away on Saturday, 5th March 2022, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Eric Thomas of Paraclete St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Veronica Horsford, née Bascom, of Retreat St. David, who resided in the USA, passed away on Tuesday, 8th March 2022, at the age of 94. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Horsford, née Bascom, of Retreat St. David, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Joseph Peterson of Chantemelle St. Patrick, who resided in the United Kingdom, passed away on Friday, 25th February in the UK at the age of 87. The funeral arrangement of the late Joseph Peterson of Chantemelle St. Patrick, who resided in the United Kingdom, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Cyprian Batiste, also known as Sippo and Dread, of Pedmotar St. David, passed away on Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Cyprian Batiste, also known as Sippo and Dread, of Pedmotar St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Monica Cador, née Langine of Concord St. John, passed away on Saturday, 5th March 2022, at the age of 91. The funeral arrangements for the late Monica Cador, née Langine of Concord St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Velma Ada Murray of Montrich St. Patrick who resided at Grenville Street, St. George's, passed away on Friday, 4th March 2022 at the age of 71. The funeral arrangements for the late Velma Ada Murray of Monkridge St. Patrick, who resided at Grenville Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Thomas Tompkin, also known as Tomo, of Grand Anse St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 2nd March 2022 at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Thomas Tompkin, also known as Tomo, of Grand Anse St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Dorothy Jerome, also known as Dudu, of Waltham St. Mark, passed away on Tuesday, 1st March 2022 at the age of 99. The funeral arrangements for the late Dorothy Jerome, also known as Dudu, of Waltham St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Barnabas Andrews, also known as Roger Andrews, of Windsor Forest, St. David, former employee of Customs and Excise, passed away on Monday, 28 February 2022 at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Barnabas Andrews, also known as Roger Andrews of Windsor Forest, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Rollins Francis, also known as Tumpy, Redman, and Moneyface, of Monton, who resided at Happy Hill, St. George, passed away on Monday, 28 February, at the age of 56. The funeral arrangements of the late Rollins Francis, also known as Tumpy, Redman, and Moneyface, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Wayne Celestine, also known as Sion or Fish, of Mamacan St. Andrew, died on Wednesday, 16 February 2022 at the age of 59. The funeral arrangements for the late Wayne Celestine, also known as Sion or Fish, of Mamacan St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
I'm Pastor Jerry Keynes Douglas, and I'd like to take the opportunity today to express my deepest sympathy to all of you who have lost loved ones, friends, members of your family or inner circle. Probably one of the hardest issues to deal with in life is the loss of a loved one, someone close. There is arguably no harder blow